Hey, beautiful people, welcome to episode 57 of Mr. Clean's Adventure Travel Podcast. And today we're talking about safety is your priority, safety is your importance, and then we're going to talk about some ways that you can be safe and follow best practices. So for me personally, especially when it comes to travel, one best practice of safety is being aware and knowing. So before my trip, I read some of the news. I try to research the country, the city, the culture, the political and social norms of the area. I do read blogs of people that have been to the country in the last year or so on things to do, areas and neighborhoods to go, places not to go. This prior knowledge helps me prepare for that trip in that country, helps me prepare to know how to navigate successfully so I can make the most of my trip. Another thing that I like to do is I like to go to the U.S. Embassy's website, and they have on the website for every country, they talk about risks, cautions, things to look out for, whether there's a visa and entry and exit requirements. So that's also a good key source of information where it talks about any kind of risks or things that may be coming up in certain cities or parts of the country to be aware of to help you stay safe, help you stay healthy, and help support a very fun and relaxing experience in that country with minimal issues. And so secondly, outside of gathering data, information, becoming knowledgeable before going to a country, there's also this aspect of safety, which is just practice it. So for some of you that may have cars that don't get out much, if you want to travel to other countries and be able to feel comfortable to walk outside the resort, I encourage you to practice safety features and best practices in your own city within the United States. So that means when you walk outside, how do you walk? How do you evaluate and look at people's body language? How do you evaluate facial expressions? Honestly, use public transit. That's where you get the most diverse and sometimes edgy people. So how do you know which person may be suspicious or normal, which person you want to sit away from or sit closer to, depending on how you want to get around. So all these things I do in America on a daily basis helps me be safe and do safe practices abroad because they're the same. The way that I carry my bag, the way I wear zipper pockets, the way that I make sure my stuff doesn't get misplaced or dropped, the way that I evaluate people's body languages and words and phrases, the way that I'm in a park and I can hear an argument down at the end of the park, right? Because some of those things could mean whether you are safe and fine or whether you need to flee to safety. So I haven't had any issue with safety so far in any place I've ever been, but you always want to make sure safety is priority because you want to enjoy yourself, but also you want to make it home safely. So that's it for episode 57. If anything, practice. Get out there, get out in the public spaces and services around the United States and practice your safety, what's safe for you and how you want to navigate it. And then I'll help you be best prepared for internationally. So with that being said, please consider following me on IG at Mr. Clean, as well as my YouTube channel, Mr. Clean's Adventure Travel Podcast. Have a good one. Peace.